their seatbelts and allowing this all-female crew to be able to float around the capsule. The capsule's not that big either. It does have windows. The windows are about 2.5 feet wide by 3.5 feet tall, and it's really allows the women, when they do float around, to take in everything around them in space.
It's fully autonomous. I had mentioned that there's a pilot on board, the pilot being Jeff Bezos' fiance, but she's not piloting this trip. It is fully autonomous from takeoff to landing. The total time as they reach and just get above what's known and generally agreed upon, the Kármán line, that is the edge of space. It's approximately 62 miles from the surface, from sea level to where they're at. That's where they'll experience the weightlessness, Marissa, that you had mentioned, but fully autonomous. And this whole trip takes about 11 minutes.
Yeah.
It's remarkable. What you have been seeing, of course, is the increasing speed. It helped with some of the thrusters, the rocket being detached, and that rocket will be reused. We hear that often with SpaceX. Blue Origin does the same with their rocket. And also uniquely, the vehicle itself, New Shepard, the space capsule, which was on top of that rocket, that too will be reused.
Yeah, ladies,
we just lost that feed.
We just lost the feed, but the ladies are headed back to the surface. So once we can get more images of them returning, but you saw a lot of notable faces out there. Obviously, Jeff Bezos, it's his company. You had Oprah out there. Then we said, did we just get Kris Jenner? She may have been on the, I don't know. There's a lot of celebrities, very tense moments. It was her. It was her. She had the glasses on. It was hard to tell. But truly, you get a little nervous watching it, right? But we're defying gravity. We're defying what we should be able to do as humans.
And
it's pretty amazing.
For it to be fully autonomous and to happen in just 11 minutes, for the record, as they do return to the atmosphere and then eventually reach the surface, which I think perhaps we're seeing that
the parachute,
they will slow their speed remarkably. In fact, they will land at about 1 mile an hour. That's how soft and gentle that landing will happen. But it's going to be over West Texas soil. That's dusty. We can tell you from a perspective, the drought, it's been significant in West Texas, so you're probably going to have a plume of dust, but
Remarkable.
The longest 11 minutes for people on Earth, but probably the quickest, I would imagine, for those who
absolutely.
are up in space.
We'll have more on this throughout the remainder of the hour. Again, the ladies are headed back to the surface, parachuting down.
So that's the rocket.
That's the rocket, because they separated. And so the parachute's helping the capsule. Look at that. And then you have reverse thrusters. Reverse thrusters. So, all right, we're being told, stop talking, stop talking.
They are ready to move on.
It's just so amazing. Let's talk about the weather.